Hey guys, it's Jake. I want to show you how to make a muskrat colony trap. That's what I got right here. It's the most effective trap I have ever used for muskrats, and you can do it yourself, and that trap cost me about $2 right there. And I'll show you how to do that. And that trap will make me about $80 probably before it dies. So, what you're going to need a rubber mallet. You don't need one. It makes the job easier. You're going to need yourself some pliers with some wire cutters on them. I like channel lock pliers. These got wire cutters in the back of them. You're going to need yourself some 2-inch by 1-inch cage wire. Buy yourself a roll of 25 feet of this for about 20 bucks. Don't worry about spending the 20 bucks. You're going to more than triple your money on them in the fall. So, first what you want to do is, say you want a 6x6 cage. That's what that is, but I want a 7x7 cage. So, what you want to do is you want to count out, well, whatever 7 times 4 is, 7, 14, 21, 28. You want to count out 28 squares down, and I already did that. I cut there, so I'm going to cut all the way down. I'll get back to you. Alright, I got that cut, and then I hammered it out on the floor with the rubber mallet. Should look like this. You should have spikes sticking off the one end. This is, I'm not using any clips. I'm just using the cage. I'm not using any clips for anything. And I'll show you how I do that. So you should have things on one end, and then you should have clean ends on the other. Just take pliers and twist those off. But you should be left with those. Alright, then what you want to do is you just want to bend it into your square. So I'll do that. Alright, so I got that done. In order to bend it up like that, you had the use of a board and a rubber mallet. I'm sure you can conjure up a way to do it yourself. That's not important necessarily. But then, see these extra wires? I use them to crimp it on there. Just bend it around. That way you don't need to buy clips. And that way you don't need to overcomplicate the damn thing. That way you save a little more money and some time. How about that? Just gotta use your brain a little bit. So just use that, go all the way down to that, and then I'll show you how to do the doors. Alright, so the whole cage is together now, and I cut myself out a door. You want to cut it out 1 inch less than this is. So this is 7 inches wide. I cut this out 6 inches wide, or 6 squares. Okay? And it should sit in there, just like that. See how it sits there? So it's in an angle in there. And that's up there. And then I'm just going to twist those down like a hinge. And then I'll get back to you after I do that. Alright, so that's done. See how I just took the ends here and twisted them right over. See how I did that? And the ends are down here. Yep. But then what I do is that wouldn't hold it on very good, so I go down to the end, and then on each end I wrap it around another time. So I wrap it twice on the ends and once in the middle. And it's just a hinge that'll let it fall freely open. And so how this works, you put this in a muskrat's run, and the animal, it swims in. They swim fast. So swims in, can't get out, they drown. Get them in your trap. Don't even have to stake this trap down. You just throw it down in the mud in the run. And do yourself a favor, wear some hand protection, wear some leather gloves, thick leather gloves. I cut my finger pretty bad just a second ago and super glued it shut. You can't see it, but it hurts like hell. So, yeah. This has been Jake on my do-it-yourself muskrat traps. I make them 7x7 and 6x6. That way, they fit together on a line. So, you know, if you trap, you know how much of a pain it is to carry these things around. So what I do is I make them so they fit together. And that's just clever. And so you can just pull one out of the other. So you could make them 5x5 if you want, but I don't like to make them that small. So, alright, this has been Jake. I hope you liked the video. If you did, check out my channel if you want. Subscribe if you want, I don't care. Leave comments, any questions, I welcome it. I answer all questions. So anyone if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments and I will PM you my best answer I can give you. Thanks. It's been Jake.